we've seen a remarkable change from silver salt to digital. We've also seen an intensification in concern about whether or not we're telling the truth in our pictures. There's a debate going on now, and it's a debate which, like a sine curve, goes up and down through time, whether we are true to fact or not. Fortunately, in our time, I think we're done with the idea of objectivity and subjectivity. I think instead it makes more sense to talk about what's fair, what's honest, what's truthful. It's fair to try to minimize the interaction between the photographer and the situation the photographer is working within. Rather than working outside of culture, rather than working outside of an event, it really is meaningful to try to work from within culture so that one can be much more discerning. I think that's a way in which photography has changed the intensity with which we want to try to work from within culture.
Documentary photography has changed so dramatically from when I first started. When I first started photographing, there were so many great picture magazines. Newspapers were fat with picture stories. A young photographer aspired to look or life, working on a sign for Time magazine, they traveling around the world. And those days are over. There's no more assignments where you can go off to Africa for 6 months. But the good news is that it's so much easier now to self-publish. In the old days, the only way you could get your work seen was in a newspaper or magazine. Now, you can publish your pictures on the internet and they can go around the world instantly. So if you're doing great work, if you're making interesting pictures, those pictures will be seen and people will respond to them. And, but it's a whole different dynamic. Photography and the world of, I would say, documentary photography is so different. It's completely turned upside down.
Steve McCurry is like a, it's like having a level of excellence that others aspire to, and it's a level that keeps rising through time. So in that sense, Steve has an impact. I mean, he remains true to those that he admired, Margaret Burke-White and Cartier-Bresson and Leonard Freed. Those are other truth tellers in photography, and those are the shoulders upon which Steve stands, and we have others now who are doing excellent work in the field who are climbing up on Steve's shoulders. That's the way it's supposed to be.